Yo, welcome to another episode of Selective Ignorance with your girl, Mandy B. And we're kicking this bonus one off real reckless because first up, I got to tell y'all about an ignorant moment that I just witnessed and none other than a birthday dinner that I went to. If you didn't listen to the Tuesday one, I already brought some ignorance there, but I got some more ignorance. And when I say that I laughed so hard I almost choked, y'all. I was high as hell. I put this in my notes just to talk about it with y'all today. I could not believe my ears, and it got me thinking, is there ignorance in food orders when you don't know the food you're ordering? That is the ignorant take that I have to talk about today, and you'll laugh about it. But of course, we're also getting into This is America, where we're looking ahead and making some bold 2026 political predictions. And while we're at it, we got to ask the real question nobody wants the answer rolled out. Is gambling the new crack epidemic? Oh yeah, I took it there because suddenly it's everywhere. Is this about freedom, or are we regulating it in the same way we did weed so that the powers can be in line with the pockets with the one percenters? We dive into it, the whole Rico-sized conversation involving Steak, Drake, Ack, and Aiden. Oh, Steak and Drake. Look at me. I'm over here rhyming, baby, like a rapper. All right, and then next up is Celebrities Say the Darndest Things. The internet went absolutely ablaze and is still talking about the two Bryants. That's right, Cheyenne Bryant and Pastor Jamal Bryant's wife, and what the two had to wear in settings that apparently, y'all, the ladies, the women, we can't wear what we want to wear, where we want to wear it, without the internet having something to say. I also have a double down or take it back from a recent take I had on my Decisions podcast. And of course, we are ending things out here with Celebrities Say the Darndest Things, getting into Jim Jones versus Cameron versus the Let's Rap About It podcast crew versus 50 Cent versus all the things. And we have some thoughts about these rappers on microphones. We'll get into all of the things as well as an Am I Ignorant at the very end to wrap it up. But before we get into all the things, I am joined by my super producer.
Gang.
I have Journalism Jason up there in Jersey. I was gonna keep going with the J's.
The Jersey geotagging.
Jason in Jersey. We got the Triple J over there. And then we got podcast OG and legend A King on the mic and the boards. So if anything doesn't sound right,
No,
that's not the way it's supposed to go.
Blame the interns that ain't get here yet.
That's crazy.
I'm blaming the interns that ain't get here yet.
Praise at
The
all.
interns are not here yet. But yeah, if y'all don't like the audio age,
No.
It's a cold world, man.
Yeah. Legendary
Listen,
producer
they gonna
comes back
do that
here,
shit.
roaming the hallways, getting shit done. That's what you're supposed to say.
Facts.
Oh yeah, he making sure shit get up on time over here. And then y'all, we luckily have him twice this week. Y'all are gonna miss him because you're only getting him once a week, baby. But we have Jason Jolly.
Who you loving, who you want to be hugging, huh?
Ooh. And he is also Journalism Jason 2.0. But he's just gonna be Journalism Jaw. So we got Journalism Jason, Journalism Jaw.
There you go.
Insert reggae instrumental. Yeah, I want to start leaving them shits in there because it sounds so like on cue. Like insert this here.
No, you have to.
No, I'll be taking them out.
Why do you take it out?
Because I inserted
Because you see
it
what I
there.
said?
put it
I be
there.
like,
Hey,
insert Jeopardy music.
I missed the opportunity. Damn it, I missed it.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. I missed it. You saw it though.
I saw it. I'm with you.
A King said he wants to let y'all know he knows when people tell him to insert things in place.
Keep it in.
Okay.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Oh, is that what you were trying to keep it in? Pause. Y'all can't. It's funny.
No
'cause
semen retention.
talking about cream pies in the first 5 minutes of this guy.
Yeah.
Like, where are we going with this guy?
I think
That's
cream
what I'm
pies.
talking
Hit
about.
the turbo button.
I think the percentage of cream pies that's happened is probably lower now.
No,
in
it's
this
very
time.
high. These bitches
think
is
so?
pregnant. These bitches is fertile.
Bro, don't nobody like condoms?
That
Yeah, but-
part.
Don't nobody like condoms,
But
bro.
who
Like,
want
everybody
money?
want to be safe, and I get it. Don't nobody want to get syphilis or gonorrhea or nothing like that. But don't nobody want no condom.
And we don't got no CDC
No,
more, so we don't know what's
Fuck
happening.
condoms.
Well,
What I
that
There
need
might be
to
new STDs.
No, we need to put an alert out there. Hey, y'all, the masks that we was wearing during COVID,
Oh.
they need to come back on because there's something else out
Oh, no.
here.
I
Oh,
wear
yeah,
mine.
getting
I
the
wear
fuck
mine.
up.
Sick.
Yeah.
I wear mines. I wear mines,
There you go.
and I start seeing an uptick in people wearing it too. So
Really?
I'm like,
I'm about to
clearly
start wearing
people are
mine.
worried about whatever.
Whatever the new thing
Yeah,
is.
especially.
Oh, no, there's a
if
new
you
thing
travel
that's
a lot.
like
the super flu.
Super flu, right.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold y'all. A bitch that got sick every week
Quarter?
this month. Like no. Since October,
shit.
November, and I was just sick in New York. Thank God my little boo was able to get me a Z-Pack.
Yeah.
So he went and got me that. But baby,
It was fucked
Something's
up.
going
I'm
around.
someone who never gets sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I got sick right after my birthday, and I just judged kissing stranger bitches at the bar the night before. I probably
Fair
shouldn't have
enough.
just been making out with strangers, right?
You did that?
Of course I did. Okay, so I was trying to prove to
When
this
you do
guy
that,
what
you know
non-monogamy looked like, right? And I was like, yeah, man, I just be going out bagging bitches. And he ain't believe me. He's like, nah, man, maybe it's a little harder for him. So we're at the bar, and he just sees these women start coming to, like, I'm just a bitch magnet, right? Oh, a girl magnet, woman magnet. Let me not.
A pussy
actually,
magnet.
Actually, wait. I
There
can
you
say
go.
bitch. 'cause
There
I'm
you
a
go.
woman.
You could, yeah.
Can I say bitch with endearment, right? So the bitches flock. You feel me? And so we're at the bar talking, and we're literally just doing shots. I buy these girls shots, and then I tell them to kiss me, and I'm literally
did
just
it.
on both sides, two different bitches.
Tongue wrestling.
How many kisses you think you did?
Enough to get sick. And
You
so-
are the contagion.
Okay, and so didn't kiss anyone the week after, but in around Thanksgiving, I had a cough that lasted for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I said, "What the fuck is this?" And then go up to New York, and of course, I feel like it's just allergies because I went from Curacao to Orlando to New York, all
A lot of
traveling, a lot of temperature changes,
yeah.
you know. And
Black,
but yeah,
Black Zosia. You the Black Zosia.
Yeah,
we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Jet 2, what's that shit?
Jet 2 holiday. Oh yeah, I was on the and was because my ass took Frontier down to Orlando. That was giving a Jet
Listen,
2
shout out
holiday.
to Frontier.
I was like, yeah, sure. When I fly it, where are the TVs? Where are the outlets?
Listen,
Whoa, this is the bare bones of a
For
plane.
short travel, Frontier.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
hold
know,
on,
it
you got on
was-
Frontier with demands, nigga. The
Right.
audacity of this nigga. Like,
Listen, just stay in the front.
Listen,
Yeah,
it is-
Yeah, no. Frontier, you can see the wiring.
All you gotta do is
Yeah,
have a portable
yeah,
charger
yeah, bro,
and some
like-
water with you.
you know what?
good.
You know what? A part of me did very briefly feel aligned with the Delta CEO's sentiments. That is very classist and very ignorant, but I felt him just a little bit. I don't know if y'all saw over the holidays, the Delta CEO spoke out and was like, these budget airlines are ruining the experience of flights, basically insinuating that, hey, the peasants shouldn't even be able to fly.
Yeah.
Like, they should just be on the Greyhound or road trip it.
Mega
But
bus,
they
nigga.
already
But
said,
wasn't that the attitude when they changed how the Sky Miles program works?
kind of.
Oh.
It's like it's appealing
In
to the big spenders.
Yeah, 2024.
oh, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A part of me, every time I walk into every time the lounge has a line, I say, "Bro, I thought we took care of this. Why are there so
Yeah,
many people in
see?
here?"
Oh,
I'm one of those
I
people.
think
It's
that's what the
terrible.
My
narrative
I
was.
know,
girl
I know,
had
I
a
hate shit.
whole attitude at the airport in New Orleans because the lady was like, "Oh, we're at capacity," and capacity. You weren't trying to hear nothing about that shit. The fuck you talking about?
No,
like,
dead
I
ass.
got whoop miles. Like I'm about to. I was like, hey, listen, I want no.
And that's
trouble.
why
I'm
you
just a
move the
guest.
goalposts to make it a little bit more.
And look at us.
appealing.
We're on this side, and we're like, "Yeah, keep over the goalpost. Still too many niggas over here."
Get him out of here.
Whoa.
Like, hold
Now
on.
listen,
now.
the perks and the convenience. Listen,
Nah, dead ass. Well, I wanted to share with y'all. Y'all know I went to a birthday dinner, and because I'm in dry January, a bitch was on drugs, and so
Drogas.
I'm not gonna lie.
Drogas.
I was like, damn, not me having the itch to be on some sort of vice.
This nigga like I need to
I
virus.
said,
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. I can't go out in public and be sober. But no, so I literally ended up writing this in my notes because I could not believe it. So
What night was this? This was
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday
okay.
night. So
Hey,
Saturday night.
Jason, look in the calendar to make sure that this, whatever this is.
It is.
Remember the first
It was
episode?
within the. It was still within it. Still within that thing. So y'all, so I'm out last night, and there's two parts to this.
Uh-oh.
It's where maybe your thoughts should be, should stay in your mind, but
Yeah.
my thoughts all spilled right out because I didn't give a fuck. So the first part came. So I sat across from a lovely lady who had like a huge scar on her from her mouth down to her neck.
Shit.
Right.
Damn.
Is
No,
that
no, no.
attractive or not?
Okay, well, I didn't know where it came from. And so, mind y'all, I had just had a fresh, y'all see underneath here?
Yeah.
So, Bodie had just got me. Bodie is my cat.
Oh, you got one of them
Right?
Al Qaeda cats.
Yeah, Bodie, baby.
I know how that go. Yeah,
It's
uh-huh.
a very abusive relationship. I understand abusive relationships because he'll beat my ass and then I just want to cuddle with him. So I,
I
get
just
it.
want to love you.
You know, I do. I just want to show him love. Maybe he'll stop scratching me. Anyways, so I have this scratch under my lip. So I'm thinking, this bitch probably got a cat or a
Got a
dog.
crazy ass
You know what I
cat.
mean?
Right.
And so I'm looking at the scratch, and I wanted to like, you know, what's the word when you get with somebody?
Commiserate?
Now that's a big word. I don't know. What is commiserate?
Wait,
I wanted to bond.
It's a $100 word for hooking up.
Okay,
Yeah,
commiserate.
right.
I wanted to bond.
Right, yes.
I wanted to bond with her
Friendship for broken people.
about being a fur mom, right?
Canoodle.
The canoodle.
Assuming that's how she got hers.
Assuming that's how she got the
Oh
scar.
shit. Oh shit.
So y'all, I'm having a conversation with the people next to me. Mind you, this is my thought, but I didn't say it out loud yet because we hadn't talked yet. Next thing I know, she's telling the story about the scar on her face.
Mm-hmm.
She got shot.
Woof.
Damn.
Actually, it was a ricochet of a bullet that sliced her face, and so it sewed up. And so, as she's telling this horrific story about being shot in the face from niggas that stole a car that ended up outside, she thought it was a brother. They was shooting. It was a robbery with shit they were
You was in
breaking
New
into.
York?
The car. No, nigga, this was here in Atlanta.
Okay.
You know, this is where they do the armed robberies for the cars.
Oh yeah, good old crime
They
going on
love
down here.
Yeah, that's the
Love
crime
homeboy.
here down here.
What's homeboy's name from inmate.com?
Listen.
Oh, Blake.
Blake.
Blake. Yeah. Inmate Blake.
Oh no. Let's be very clear. The interior designer and contractor that I got to do the studio, guess where I found her?
Inmate.com?
Worse. ATL Scoop. She had a video of
Oh,
4 floors
shit.
of car break-ins.
Yo.
And I clicked who recorded the video, and I said, "Oh shit, she just
shit.
contracted
she a
interior
contractor.
Do you like, hold on. Do you
I
like,
found her
you
from
like
ATL
how,
Scoop.
You like how that clip was shot?
Yeah,
What was
yeah,
the, what was the
Nah,
draw?
I don't know.
You needed more information.
Well, no. The information was so I had just came
Mandy,
back.
Wow.
Mandy scrolled.
Man,
Yo,
this is
how-
a wild
I don't
story
know how
already.
she looks on the internet. Like what?
That's a crazy way to
deadass.
find
That's how I
help.
found my contact.
ATL Scoop?
That's a
And you
wild
actually
way to
went
find
through with
help.
it.
By the way, for those of y'all listening who are unfamiliar with ATL Scoop, ATL Scoop gives you all of the crime
All the
and
fuckery.
bullshit,
All the fuck
all
shit.
the fuck shit that's happening in Atlanta.
That's like NYC scoop. All
Literally.
the scoops.
Oh, there's an NYC scoop?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
sir.
scoop.
Oh, okay. That
For
makes me
the
feel
major
better. 'cause
city,
for a
only for the
while,
major cities.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought it was just some about Atlanta that was like, oh yeah, there's some bullshit going
Yeah,
on
that's
down there.
bullshit
Niggas
going
got
on.
to see this shit. Like I was like,
But that's how I
damn,
found it.
okay.
So anyway, so she goes and shares this story, and after I'm like, damn, that's a way cooler story about the cut on your face.
Mhm.
I thought you had a pet, and so then that's how we became talking at that point, right? Because I had to deal with my inner thoughts of thinking we bonded over having pets, but yet this bitch got shot in the whole face. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, your scratch is way cooler than mine.
I can't even
right?
tell my story now because
Yeah,
I'm like,
dead ass. I felt like a little bitch.
Yeah, like,
I said, bitch, you got shot in the face, and I'm like, I got an orange cat.
shot
I got
by
cat.
Bowie.
I got a tabby.
My calico fucked me up. All right.
Anyways, so that goes into us like just being now we're talking, right?
Yeah.
By the way, that's the story that I came back to her at the end of, which was also weird as fuck. So I didn't get to the end of what happened after she got shot because I got pulled away into another conversation.
Oh, you like, I need to know
So I
why
came
you.
20
okay.
minutes later and said, wait, you didn't finish the story about you getting shot. What happened next? That's literally how I did that. So very awkward. This is what happens when you're high. So anyways, food starts being delivered. Because
Okay.
again, you know, party started late. Niggas finally start getting food around 11. So I see that she ordered the tuna tartare,
Okay.
but she's not touching it. So I look across from her.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, this is where the ignorant
Uh-oh.
conversation
Mandy,
started.
Mandy,
I
Hold
already
on,
see
hold on,
the
hold on.
path that we about to
So,
go down.
so I'm looking because, baby, I actually was salmon tartare. So I look over and she's like not touching it. She got the patata bravas. She ordered quite a few, but she not touching this. And I kind of wanted to know if it was good. I said, why you not touching? You know, is it good? You don't like it? Like you're not eating it? She was like, I don't think they cooked it.
Oh.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So I said, girl, it's tartare.
Why did you?
Hold on. I said tartare means raw. And we ended up looking it up. Hold on. So this is how the conversation gets ignorant. So she's like, well, I wish it was charged hard because I don't know about this tartare. So then I said, well, tartare is means it's raw. You know, like steak tartare,
Tartare, yeah.
tuna tartare. So the girl next to me, this is where it gets real ignorant. She's like, yeah, tartare is the preparation of it. And I'm like, Actually, I think it's a French word. So we're now at the table trying to Google
The
what
etymology of tartare.
Right.
With
All
Mandy
because
B.
she was fascinated by the scar.
Yeah.
So we're literally at the table, and now we're trying to spell tartare.
Yo.
Oh shit!
Because
Now-
I'm like, there's an E in that bitch. So the girl pulls up tartare, and we pull up that it's a classic French dish. So where I was right, yes, tartare is a dish. It's not the preparation, but it does stem from a French word, often meaning that it's finely chopped and raw, and ingredients are included such as shallots, capers, parsley, mustard, and often served with a raw egg yolk,
raw egg yolk
as well.
Yep.
So, which is what I told her too. I said, now this is it might be mixed in there, but bitch, you might be also eating raw egg, bitch.
For sure, you're
Just
eating
so
raw
you
egg.
know.
Yeah.
So then it goes into my mind like, damn, people order food and don't know what it is.
I was thinking the same.
Ain't gotta pay for it.
Hold on, you ready? Ain't gotta pay for it. So clearly
that
she
ain't no
didn't eat this because
$19.99.
she's like, I don't like my stuff raw. I don't like it raw. So hear me out. The person right next to her, mind you, these are tapas, orders calamari. So
$50.
So she looks over at the calamari, and I got literally the way this happened. And the person is like, anybody want calamari? The girl across from her is so ignorant, says like, yeah, I don't like octopus. So I'm like, well, actually, technically, hold on, you ready? So I'm like, oh, just so you know, calamari is not octopus, it's squid. And at that very moment, the girl who also didn't know about tartare is like, you mean like jellyfish? So we went from,
Oh, man.
and I'm so high, y'all. I'm like, we just went from
Wow,
calling
this is
calamari octopus to jellyfish when it's just squid. It's just squid. And maybe they're all in the same family. I know they got tentacles and they look alike when you draw them when you're in 5th grade. But the way that this table, and I was just like, wow. So we have people ordering tartare and calamari and they don't know what the fuck they ordering. So a part of me was like, when I go to other countries, I ask, what is this when it's a word that I am unfamiliar with?
Pretty simple.
You know what I mean? Like a bitch went and lived in Singapore and was ordered bim bim bop. And I said, now what the fuck is a bim bim bop? Like I needed to know.
Break it down.
The fact that Americans are in America ordering dishes that they have no clue what it is. Now, to be fair, tartare is a French word, and I feel like calamari might be Spanish. Let me see. What is
What was the
calamari?
inspiration to going to somewhere to eat? You just want to try something different and don't ask about it?
And don't even ask
Like, you
at
should
all.
be quizzing
Like,
the waiter or, you know.
you went
hostess,
custom the
like, hey,
customs.
what-
Oh,
You went
calamari, by
Italian.
the way, is an Italian word.
Okay.
So this is how ignorant Americans are.
Now, what
When words are rooted in other goddamn phonetics.
Right.
Yeah. It would be-
When it's Italian or when it's French, a bitch just don't know when it's on the menu in America. And they out here
But
just
why would you order it?
Yeah, that's the part that's confusing to me.
I mean, well, the person that ordered it, I feel like knew, but when it was offered to the other people, it was giving octopus and jellyfish.
But what if you wasn't present?
Oh, let's be very clear. Then they would maintain ignorant. I love that
Yeah.
I gave a lesson at the table, let them know.
That you didn't hide,
And
too.
I also got the consent to I told them I was going to talk about them in the pod
that's
today.
it. That's
So
it.
you should have seen. So as they're deciphering
You got the
between
apps?
jellyfish, octopus, and all that, I said, y'all, I don't know how high I am, but I'm writing this in my notes to talk about tomorrow. So
You got the
I'm
apps?
like, tartare.
Yeah, let's add him. I want to add him like mother.
But I did want to ask y'all if it's ignorant or if you guys have actually done this yourself where you've ordered something
Yes.
without the knowledge of knowing what the fuck it is.
I did that.
And what made you do it? I need to know the psyche behind this.
So years ago, before this whole thing,
Before cell phones were out for you to Google it?
When I was working, I had a 9 to 5 early on doing this, as we enter this podcast space, and I remember we went our department went to a lunch thing or whatever. Now I'm thinking it was in Long Island in I think it was in New Hyde Park or Roslyn, one of them, whatever. We went to this restaurant. So, pardon, I'm not ignorant now. With
Oh,
this
now
shit.
you're not. Uh-huh.
So
Now you're cultured.
They had brought out appetizers and stuff, right? And the first thing I saw I didn't know it was calamari.
How did you say it?
Calamari. Calamari. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it?
That's how you say it.
All right, calamari, calamari.
Bro, this shit whooping y'all.
Calamari
ass.
sound like a good seller.
Listen, check this out though. And I preface this by saying
You thought it was onion rings.
I'm not
Yep, you
ignorant,
thought it
no.
was onion rings.
So boom. Yes. So I saw the
that
shit.
get- that
So
gets
nah,
some-
let
that
me
gets
tell you. Nigga in me.
Oh, no.
I took one and I dipped it in the sauce, right? And I thought it was
Marinara?
boom. So then I had I'm chewing. I'm like, yo,
These onions
why
chewy.
this shit so tough? So my colleague, at the time, Asian lady, she's like you in a sense, like she sensed something is not right, and she saw that
She
I
locked in on it, like, nigga,
and
you
then
stressed.
she leaned in to me, she's like, you all right? I said, yeah, but what? And I was like, yo, why the onion ring so tough? And she said, yo, that's not onion ring, that's calamari. And I'm like, what? Why? What? Okay, what is fried? I'm thinking it's something supposed to be soft. She said, that's squid. I was like, oh, fuck no. If I had known that before I ate it, I wouldn't have ate it.
Do you eat calamari now?
No.
Because you know what it is?
No,
is it because you know it's
I
squid?
thought this was gonna be a story
see
of
it.
you growing.
You know what I mean?
No.
I thought he was gonna elevate here.
No, I'm not. No, there's no elevation with calamari. I'm just not gonna eat that. That's the one thing in that culture that I'm not eating.
In that culture, nigga, it's
Italian.
It's just, no, the word is Italian.
That's like entertainment
Wait,
culture.
is it Italian
That's like
food?
every entertainment
No,
dinner.
so calamari comes from the Italian meaning squid,
Yeah.
but it's not Italian.
Well,
it's just the
It was an
Italian word for
It was
squid.
at a steakhouse, so Italian, But it's just tough. It's tough though. It's a tough piece of thing.
That's funny.
Or maybe they overcooked it. I feel like if you get a good calamari, it
of
should
course-
be like
why
a
did-
little.
But if
why
you
did-
think you're biting an onion, it's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
be
no,
They say,
no,
yeah,
no,
you're in
But-
bad
but-
shape.
but
You're in
see-
bad
But
shape.
you knew, right, that I thought that it was
Onion
ring.
ring. That's how people get got.
Yeah.
No,
People get got like that all the
no,
time.
because people ignorant all the time.
I've seen it happen so
But I'm not
many
gonna go
times.
to a restaurant and
No,
order all of that
but
tartare
you-
and all this shit.
no.
And be like, what is
And
that?
not know what it is.
The fact that she sat there after ordering tartare and was like, "Yeah, it's like it ain't cooked," and I don't know why it ain't cooked. And I said, "All right."
So she didn't eat nothing.
Well, she ordered the patatas bravas. Those were just potatoes and mayo.
But
You
she-
know
yeah,
what I mean?
simple, straightforward.
Very
But she
straightforward.
had to pay for
She
everything
ate
else.
that. The girl next to her ordered the calamari that she thought was jellyfish, and then she didn't eat the salmon tartare at all.
The fact
Salmon.
that she thought it was jellyfish makes me wonder: has she ever seen a jellyfish before?
She just know it's sting you. You gotta stay away from. 'em.
Cartoons.
But that's what I'm saying. When you think of even a drawing, jellyfish, squid, octopus, they all look the same.
But it's like with a jellyfish,
Tentacles are not a monolith, people.
clear. I would say
all tentacles matter.
All tentacles matter. Shit. Anyways, you know what? I'm not staying here. We've already been
A
ignorant
tapas
enough.
bar is hell though for people who don't have a food
You,
palate.
bruh,
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
The
That's-
small
that's-
bites be
That's
whooping
as tough
these.
as the onion.
It be whooping y'all's asses. All right, well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
I did have a double down or take it back only because I wanted to know y'all's thoughts before we get into politics briefly, because we're not staying there. We're going to get mostly into culture. But this clip circulating this week, this is the first episode of 2026 for Decisions. And boy, were people in the comments. In
they
a
were
rut.
big in the
They
comments.
were big in the comments.
Big.
Okay.
I'm still getting the comments right now.
But
Like,
wait. Did you see this one though? This is for
Oh,
decisions.
no.
No, they're big in the comments
okay.
for selective ignorance.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
no,
are
they
big in the
big,
comments.
big,
man.
big.
I'm past all of them.
Yeah,
them
at
comments.
that point, yeah, I'm just
past
like, all right, y'all niggas got it.
So
man, whatever.
this was a conversation that Weezy and I had, and I wanted to bring it here to bring up to get a man's opinions on
Jet
it.
2.
Okay.
Because they are upset in the comments. This is a clip from the first episode of 2026 of Decisions. And can you play that for me, Jason?
Yes, sir. This thumbnail is extremely Mandy, by the way. If you
Sorry.
guys
yeah,
just
it's
look
like,
at that
wait,
right there.
so what you telling me is
All right, here we go.
This is how sounding like prostitutes.
Oh my God.
Homegirl's been dating a dude maybe a month and a half. He's paying for the hotel. The hotel's about $700 a night. I was like, oh, you got your outfits ready? Did I? She was like, girl, I don't even know if I'm going on Tuesday. I was like, why? She was like, because this is get my flight to the Turks. And I'm like, but he got your flight back with you. You're flying from somewhere else. He's not flying with you. So she's like, yeah, but he planned the trip for us without getting my flight. And I'm like, bro, how much is the flight to get to the Turks from where you at? $380, right? So she lets him know. He's like, to be quite honest with you, it actually didn't cross my mind because I assumed we were booking our flights together. What I will tell you though, I'm very bothered by the fact that you wouldn't even jump on a plane to come for this trip I planned for us.
If your friend actually liked this 380, it wouldn't have even been a thing. The real fact of the matter is she don't really like this.
That's not true.
Bro,
She's hella excited about him. Every post on her close friend.
I'm saying this is the root of
When we started really arguing on the call, I'm like, you went through the whole group chat to tell us how great this guy is, how smart he is, how thoughtful. He got the hotel you wanted.
The driver.
The driver that you didn't need.
when a woman experiences something and really likes it, anything less than that is settling.
Why she ain't just asked for the
It's
flight?
because she don't really like him.
Well, I'm
No,
not gonna lie.
that's not it, Mandy.
See, I'm not gonna lie.
it's a-
I feel like that might be it too.
Bro, get you a that's gonna do what you want.
And this why these hoes
And-
gonna have nobody.
And it's okay to have nobody until the right one comes.
Why does the right one need to do every single thing? Okay, so this
Okay.
That clip was-
Okay.
Hold on.
that clip was a blockbuster.
Yo,
right there.
Weezy in 2026 is wow.
Yeah,
So-
man.
Evolved, yo.
Man.
Double down or take it back. There were a lot of thoughts from this
Of
clip.
course.
And I think that I will do both. I am still going to
Okay.
double down
Mhm.
in the fact that I do believe that once you are given certain things from partnership or relationships or in dating, that accepting less than that is settling. So like, hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
If you are a woman who has experienced a man who shows up with flowers, who let's make it small, right? Who plans dates, who shows up on time, who is considerate of your successes in your professional setting. To me, if those are things that you like, that you've already gotten, for you to be with a man who doesn't exhibit those things, you are settling with a man because you feel like this is the bar because I've already received it. Now, I get that there's women out here expecting things from niggas that they ain't never got before.
Sure.
The bills paid, the full all expense paid trips, but never got it, can't afford it themselves. For a woman, though, who has experienced certain things, I don't think that it's a bad thing when they decide if a man can't show up this way, it's not enough for me. However, there was a bar dropped that I did also see get picked up in the comments that yes, I don't believe that a woman should remain single until a man checks off all the boxes because I think that's unrealistic.
Sure.
However, I do think that it is okay for a woman, and I'm going to stand on this one. It is okay for a woman to, if she is not satisfied with what she's getting out of this situation or what a man is bringing to the table, for her to walk away and not feel like she's subjected to this person just for the sake of dating being hard or it being rough out here
I
or
agree.
the pickings being slim.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
so I'm going to stand on it. And for all of y'all thinking that a woman being single is just so terrible, it's not. The same way you fucking mothers and fathers keep
happiness
acting
is
like,
priceless.
oh,
Yeah,
having kids is so much fun.
Yeah. No.
No, I don't think so.
Well, two things I'll
We
say.
don't say fun, we say rewarding.
And that's a very different thing, huh? That's a very different thing. Fun and rewarding. So two things. A, the word is
like defined.
is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Like you saying that the woman is settling.
Oh, okay.
Is she settling or does she feel like she's settling?
Ooh, okay.
Because
cooking.
is settling suggests like, oh, why are you even fucking with this person? How did you get to this point fucking with this person?
Because you
Okay.
had to have a sample size to know.
even how to get to this point. So to me, you kind of already understand what's going on. And so if you feel like you're settling, to me, that's something you got to examine yourself about. Why do I have this emotional reaction to the fact that the man is doing whatever thing that I think I'm supposed to be getting?
Now, I want to ask y'all then, and I don't know if y'all have offered, Jason, we know you're married, but I don't know if there's been the offer in your past.
You've already given up on yourself.
Exactly.
He's done. Jason is defined.
I mean,
He's defined.
he's
Turned our whole
defined.
back on
He's
me.
stopping right there. I wanted to know if, because another part of my, opinion on this that didn't make the clip was that this could have possibly been a test. Now, when I say a test, Clearly, he was telling the girl to buy her one way there. He would pay for the one way back. And when it comes to men with money or just wanting to make sure a woman wants him for him and not just what he brings to the table in terms of finances, men will often kind of put a test in there. And I want to know, A, if any of y'all have ever tested a woman.
Not like that.
In terms, so then
A
I would like,
flyout?
I would like to know
It's like
then
elevated
how
Bronx
y'all
style.
have given a woman a test and if she passed or failed it.
I personally don't really believe
Thank
in
you,
tests.
thank you, John. Thank you.
Like,
this ain't this ain't class.
Yeah,
now
like,
this is class.
you don't like. You don't get to find out what kind of person I am via manipulation.
Ooh,
Yeah,
like that's not how you find out
I
my
agree.
character or what's going on. Like, yeah, life is gonna present situations where you'll find out what somebody is really, really on.
made of. Yeah.
It'll always show itself in various ways. Just keep living. And if you fuck with this person in your life, things will go on and you'll be like, oh, I thought you would have did this if you really fuck with me. You didn't, so whoop-de-whoop. I don't need to like Inspector Gadget my way through some
I
shit
agree.
to try to figure out whether or not. Also, if I'm gonna test you, like, I don't think the $380 is the real test. If you tricking off how he sound like he's tricking off,
Tricking,
like,
for
I don't
sure.
think the $380.
I don't use that word tricking. You know that's a sensitive
Okay,
word.
that's a loaded term.
That is-
If
Hey,
you
Jason,
are,
what's a defined word
What's
here?
it-
Yeah.
what can he say over tricking? 'Cause
Tricking
y'all
off.
know
What's a-
Tricking,
that's a sensitive word for,
Why,
for
why
men.
skip a good word when it's right there?
if you were spending your funds in the process of courting a woman, like if you're willing to spend that kind of money,
Not willing. It ain't tricking if you
Financial
got it. It
appropriation.
ain't tricking if you
Yeah,
got
right,
it.
right.
Financial appropriation.
But I don't think like I'm gonna need if you're gonna test somebody, I need a bigger test than $380.
What would be a bigger test?
Something that's more valuable than that. Like that to me, that's not really a good. Oh, does she want me for me? Oh yeah, she was willing to spend $380 to go on a $20,000 vacation.
Also, what's-
now she really wants me for me? Like no, nigga, like that's
But
not.
what's the expectation of that trip, though?
That's what I said too, because I had to ask. I
What's
said,
the price
I said,
of the
I
activity?
said, have they fucked yet? Because they were just
Right.
dating.
That, yeah,
And I was like-
yeah.
I was like, was he
yeah.
expecting pussy for the fly out?
I can see
like,
why.
And I said
But
that.
that's doing a lot just
Yeah,
for the
but just-
pussy. We
yeah,
can't go
yeah.
to
No, no,
LA.
no.
We can't go to
But
Miami.
but
just
it's
for the
not a
pussy.
lot
We
if
want
you
to
got it.
Turks
Right.
and
Turks
Caicos just
and
for the
Caicos.
pussy?
Yeah,
God
not just-
damn. Inflation is a motherfucker.
Bro,
boy.
I feel like my card was debited hearing this shit. Like we trying to
I gotta
hold
check my
on, we trying to
app-
hold on
transaction
to shit,
shit, yeah.
and this guy's like, yo, we one way we go off the Turks and Caicos. Nigga, you can go over here. You can go to downtown
Yo,
Atlanta.
but
Got
it's-
new
it's-
hotels.
It's a brand new hotel.
Brand new.
It's
It's
not,
like,
it's not weird that he said it didn't cross my mind. Like he did all that planning, put all that bread up, a driver.
that is a weird
and then
response.
he's
though. I'll
like,
give you that.
that didn't cross my mind. That's weird.
That is a weird response.
Ladies, just know that A King and
Yep.
Ja will be taking y'all to Jonesboro. Y'all bitches ain't going nowhere.
All expense
Y'all-
paid trip to Gwinnett County. Bring your ass on.
Damn.
Oh
y'all,
shit.
y'all said all the way to the Turks. That wasn't necessary.
That's just a lot.
Oh my god! But yeah, I just we didn't have much pushback from men on this. We did have Ed and Wolf in the studio, but Wolf didn't have a mic, and I knew y'all would give me a laugh out of that. But yeah, I doubled down and took that back. Isn't that a great way for me to take accountability at the top of 2026? Because I think
Riding the fence?
I doubled down. Yeah.
That's accountability.
Well, that's the start of me writing something. I'm
That's-
not out here
that's-
writing shit, okay?
Crawl before we walk.
Dry January.
Baby, it's okay. The WAP will turn up in February.
Cuffing season almost over.
Listen. Apparently, we ain't had it here in Atlanta. Like
Yeah.
it's giving hoodie season. Like it's giving fall still.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
really
kinda
giving.
moody,
we
yeah.
ain't hit that.
You know,
we ain't hit
6'7",
that point
6'7",
yet. 6'7", 6'7",
6'7".
very 6'7".
Well, let's get into This Is America. And for this one, I guess before we get into just because we're talking again, Aiden, Drake, Ack, and all the things with the Rico. Before we get there, let's kind of get a little politicky. With 2026 political predictions, since we are still at the top of the year, let's go down the list. What do we want to predict in terms of what we can expect or feel within this year of second year of Trump, the hot Cheeto, in office, in power? Do y'all have any?
I mean, I think one of the things that we're probably going to see in 2026 is more like Republican infighting.
Ooh, what is explain?
I think that there are issues. I think there are issues within the Republican Party where it's kind of like people know that Trump isn't exactly a lame duck president yet. He's still got almost 3 whole years in office. But I think people understand there's a life after MAGA now. They're acting like there's a life after MAGA and that they need to kind of pivot themselves to be tolerable after all of this shit is over. They're more willing to speak publicly against Trump. They're more willing to push back against his agendas publicly. They're more willing to use all the machinations of Congress to get things done that are more important than the Trump agenda.
Yeah.
And so I think as 2026 goes on and we go further into his presidency, I think you're going to see more of a decline within the party of the politicians themselves of Trump support. Now, whether that trickles down to the voters or not,
Right.
that's what we'll find out in November. Do voters still fuck with Trump that heavy?
Well, and I guess that's the other thing too, right? Trump said that if Republicans don't win, he believes he'll be impeached.
Yeah.
And
That might be the most honest thing he ever said.
But he's
out loud.
also,
That's
he,
fact.
but he's also gotten
him
away
not
with.
going to heaven.
But he did.
That's it.
That's what he said.
That's number one. This is number two.
But wasn't he impeached or up for? Well,
He technically
They were
was.
investigating
He
him.
He's been
was.
he's
impeached
been
twice.
impeached
Yeah, he's been
twice.
impeached twice. Yes,
And so I
yes.
don't even think. I think even him saying that is laughable because it hasn't done nothing.
Well, it's interesting that he brought that up because, to your point, yeah, it hasn't affected him in any real
No.
way, but he still seems worried about it.
I'm not
So
gonna
is
lie.
it some
I'm not
kind
gonna
of-
lie.
some kind of
He's
three-strike
he's
clause or
nah. He's wearing these impeachments like 50 wears the getting shot. Like
Yeah.
I think him being up for impeachment for a third time and maybe getting away with it again is like, I think it's cementing him into this
I'm
level
a really
of power and
Teflon
dictatorship
Don.
of this dictatorship essentially that he's really fucking leading here.
Well, here's
I think he's dog whistling to MAGA
Yes.
to try to get them to vote and like
and this
gin
is
up.
and this is why this isn't very important because it's all or nothing now. Because if there's no balance to what he's doing within the power structure in the House, bro, that next 3 years,
I mean,
if
and
the
with
people don't respond,
yeah.
with their right to do so, man.
I mean, I think it's interesting. And we talk about, too, how the Democrats lean on an emotional tug, right, at the heartstring. And that's kind of what I've been seeing
You
since.
think so?
Well, and I'm only saying that because it's something that's been definitely circulating in my algorithm is the continuous posts on human life. And so there was just
Gotcha. Yeah.
there was just a white male who was posted who ended up dying because he had to choose between paying for his inhaler, he had asthma, or paying for rent, right? And so as we're talking about what just happened with the lockout, the government shutdown that took place, and them not holding strong was the rise in medical insurance and how it's impacting people. And Bernie Sanders said that because we didn't hold on to that government shutdown,
Specifically?
that 5 million Americans,
Mr. Schumer.
and that we were looking at possibly 5 million lives being lost because they weren't able to pay for their medications or things like that because it's just not affordable. Healthcare is just not affordable in this country.
And they don't have a plan for that.
Well, that's why I said there's not yet a plan, but I do think it's interesting that if we talk about propaganda and what they feed us in our algorithm, I've been seeing so many stories of just regular
About that.
people passing away or dying because they couldn't afford the basic necessities of their medical needs because of the cost of it.
Yeah.
And then tying in there the cost of living where we still have where you in order to get in anywhere, you need to make 3 times the rent, but we're also being told that AI is taking all these jobs and we're not seeing a rise in people's salaries. It's just not happening. And so the cost of living is just becoming like nothing's happening there.
Well, and,
Nothing.
And that's what I mean. This midterms is going to be interesting for a lot of reasons because all those factors that you just laid out are going to be on voters' minds.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, we've been talking about the unfortunate passing of Anthony Joshua's 2 friends over in Nigeria. But I was just having this conversation with this super nice Senegalese Uber driver the other day, and we were talking about different parts of Africa and the countries and how it's ran. And for me, one of the scariest things about Nigeria clearly isn't how they don't have. Now I'm learning that they don't have a good healthcare infrastructure over there either.
It's
but for
scary over
me,
there for that.
it was the like vast distinction between the haves and the have-nots, right? And so what I'm seeing here is now that push of a middle class leaving our own country, which to me is what makes this country so incredible. It makes me feel so seen and safe, even from growing up to leaving corporate America to making my own money. One of the things that made me feel the most unsafe was that stark difference between the haves and have-nots when I visited Nigeria. And so seeing that we're in this position now where that's what's kind of happening here in our country, where you're having to decide whether you get your asthma, your asthma tank, or you fucking pay rent. It's scary.
And that should scare politicians. Like, not even on, like, this isn't about promoting violence, but what I'm saying is that you can only push society so far before there's a breaking point. Like, and what America hasn't really seen a breaking point in modern times.
We don't know what it looks like.
What do you mean by that?
Like, we don't know what famine looks like in America. Like,
You
we
don't think
know.
you don't think COVID gave us that?
Not
With the
to-
millions of people
I
that
think it gave us an idea maybe of what it looked like, but things were still civilized for the most part. Like,
there was still order.
there was still some level of order.
the only
People
reason
still
why I
respected some level
disagree
of
with that,
rules.
the only reason why I disagree with that is only because we've seen, to me, the country be shook by multiple things that have caused divide. I mean, we could literally go back to 9/11 with the terrorist attack. We could go to the COVID. We could go to the 2008 crash and
Recession,
economic crisis, the recession. They're skirting around this R word and being real coy with it. I think we've been in a recession for the last 3 years.
I think that's fair.
And so to me, we've seen this shakedown take place. And what I want to predict from a political landscape, because what we've seen over the last 5 years is I don't want to say growth, or I guess move of regulation being removed from weed, right? And a lot of people who got locked up for weed charges finally being released, because now it's,
Some.
some not all. Some not all.
Biden gave some clemency to a good amount of folks.
But I wanted to turn this into, while we're talking about shifts in this economy, shifts in this country, to me, seeing this RICO take place and having the conversation now. At the top of the year, we were talking about Chauncey Billups and all of the coaches and between NBA, NCAA, all of the betting. We now have another RICO with Stake, which is another gambling site. Drake, academics, Aiden Ross, streamers, rappers who apparently are tied in because these stake dollars that aren't real were
not real
being
dollars,
used to stream and go into musics, which also lead into why Drake may have been the most streamed artist last year, despite not really dropping anything that made any noise. Jason.
Damn. You said that?
How else can you? I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I like
I'm
that.
saying what the people are saying. I'm saying what the people are saying. Y'all know Drake let me down. Y'all know how J. Cole let Nas down. Drake let me down.
Damn.
Okay, I thought he was coming to take the crown. God damn it, Jason. What exactly is happening? What is the overall consensus of what is happening with this RICO? Explain it to a fifth grader, because some of our listeners probably don't understand.
So it's a class action lawsuit
There we go.
filed by 2 women in Virginia.
Yep.
Trying to get I think like $5 million in restitution. And the RICO part of it is basically they're saying that Drake, Aiden Ross, and there's this guy George Nguyen who operates like a couple different popular Instagram accounts. They're saying that they did this organized activity to defraud people, and asking for tips on the Stake platform, and they were converting those tips into like crypto to then allegedly purchase inflated streaming numbers.
Wow.
Now, I just wanted to have a quick conversation about
Stake?
how we think.
Stake is like a foreign
Stake is
owned
a-
company.
yeah.
Saudis
Yeah,
probably.
it's banned. It's
the way
banned
they
in the
rock
US.
nowadays. Probably some Saudis,
The way
'cause
Saudi
them
Arabia
niggas
is
are
coming
not
in about to take
playing.
over every
Them
industry,
niggas are not playing
they
no
are
games.
not playing. Are you going to Saudi Arabia?
For like a gig, like
Yeah.
they're gonna give me a couple dollars. At this point, I don't think I can, only because of the fact that it's like,
Why?
well, the question is, for
You
me,
staying out of Saudi like Target?
if you're Dave Chappelle and you can just eat the bad PR and don't give a fuck.
Okay.
If you're a nigga that's not already rich and you go over there and you give up your dignity too fast, like you
Damn.
don't have nothing to come back to.
Josh said, ask me this in 2027 when I get my money up. Because then I ain't going to give a fuck about what y'all niggas got to say.
Maybe I'll feel differently.
Oh wow.
What'd you find?
So Ed Craven,
Okay.
who's an Australian billionaire entrepreneur. He's the co-owner.
That might make sense why
and
Drake was over in Australia.
Bijan
Maybe,
Tarani is Tarani, Tehrani.
Look at you.
That sounds
Being
very
racist.
Eastern.
It does
I
sound
know.
really-
No, I'm geographically.
Nigga, that sounded real racist. He got a
spelled it out.
silent
I was
H.
like,
He got a silent H. in
You
his
hear that?
name.
You hear that?
You know what that
You
means.
hear the H in there? You know what that shit means?
He's defined.
Yeah, he's defined. He's
Right.
too
Yeah.
No,
well
that
defined.
is crazy. You just said that.
Wait, so these are the owners of Steak, or the people who have
Yeah.
the biggest vested interest in
Yeah.
Steak?
You said I'm being racist.
Look,
He's
not,
right
okay,
there.
I get it, but
What-
you
he-
can't. But
did
you're
you-
not allowed to say that, bruh.
I'm just spelling his
You
name.
said, let me
Oh,
spell his name.
his name is
Can you
Bijan?
guess
no,
who?
I was just giving the
Guess
context.
what he is?
OVO Terrani, huh? He look like he could be OVO.
First of all, everybody knows when you read
Here
any
we go.
online news article,
ignorant.
newspaper,
I don't even-
in your mind, everybody plays red, black, brown, and yellow. Who
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
fellow?
yeah,
We
yeah.
always do it. We always look at a name, and then we always place them geographically.
We should
Yeah.
drop this one
we
in
do
the
it. Oh, I'm
Breakfast
not-
Club
okay,
feed.
okay, so-
Say,
You,
"Guess
ever
you're
see,
looking-
you ever see
what?"
MAGA social media when
Okay,
there's
wait.
a black story, and it be, look, must be a Joquisha.
Yeah,
See?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I'm not
Fatigue. The fatigue.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
like-
So you said if there's an H or it's Muhammad. I know you think Muhammad too.
Well,
Now-
I said Tehran. I just wanted to make sure you
Tarani.
understood there with an H in it.
I know we heard that silent H. Hey, King.
No,
you keep,
shout out to the
you
Saudis.
keep
I'm not
leading
even-
into the ignorance.
OVO Habibi.
I'm not gonna lie. When
They're
I
both from Australia.
when I
Oh,
say
he's from Australia?
you're right,
Okay.
you're right. Because when I see that hard
Yo.
the win,
Do
New
I
Jo-
win? Yeah,
New-
yeah,
New-
yeah,
New
yeah,
Jo-
yeah,
New
yeah,
joint?
yeah,
you know it's
yeah.
You
Yeah,
said
it means-
what? What'd I
that's
say?
probably why he was in Australia a lot.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's what it's given.
offshore.
Offshore teams.
Offshore teams.
Offshore
yeah,
teams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, King is about to turn this into Only Murders in
And
the
he-
Building podcast.
He's on the Forbes billionaire list
You
too.
said
That's what-
Maybe I think maybe it was just miscommunication and misrepresentation, understanding of what that relationship looks like as far as what they could do.
Now, aside from Drake's relationship, when we talk about poisoning the communities, right?
Poisoning. Speaking of poisoning the community.
Speaking of
Damn.
your
poisoning the
fuckery.
community, I mean, will there at all be any, I guess, recourse
Don't know.
or discourse to, like, we saw everyone get
Physical
upset.
discourse.
Well, not even physical discourse, right?
discourse.
We did see, and I don't know if you could look this up, Jason, but I'm relaying this to all of the people that lost money and the influencers that end up having to pay back some level of money for the suit against Fire Festival, right? So you had all of these influencers telling people to spend their money for this festival, and it was false. Now, if you have this type of lawsuit, mind you, just in one state, Steak is across multiple states. So we
Actually,
probably-
but look, it says it's illegal in Arizona, Connecticut, Delaware,
no.
Idaho.
Yeah, there's certain states that
That
gambling
allow
is still not. That's why also Prize Picks, all of that promote in Jersey. You can't still you can't have
In,
Prize
Geor-
Picks
in
in New
Georgia,
York.
you can't still.
But no,
Georgia,
they're
you
fighting
can't.
for
No,
that
but
shit
this
to
is-
get
They're fighting-
opened up in
yeah.
here because they want that shit
Texas
bad.
too.
Yeah, Texas too.
Texas
they want
too.
that shit bad.
So I want to ask you guys though, knowing that we're in this economic crumble,
Mm-hmm.
how we feel like this push for our community and the nation to get into this gambling addiction, how you compare it to a crack epidemic or how you compare it to other addictions. I literally am comparing this shit to the crack
Yeah.
epidemic because it's going to fuck up these households that already
No,
ain't got the
messes,
money.
it messes bad like poor communities. That like when everybody was cheering for Nas when he got the casino bid in New York, and it sucks. It's like,
Oh,
you know,
come
I
on,
know
New Yorker.
Nas,
You about to
I
shit on Nas. You
I
did
love
Nas'
Nas.
podcast.
Yeah, I
What
love
are your
Nas,
thoughts
but-
on that?
But still, but it's like casinos they're not good for lower income communities. Like there's just studies over a 50-year period. Like, and people will say like, oh, well, it'll get them jobs and they can work in casino. There's a small amount of people who are working in the casino. The rest of the community there who are gambling their paychecks to try to catch a lick, it's not good for them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but we have to
gambling
have
is not-
self-discipline as us.
Sure, but
Yeah,
but
for
when the CIA pours crack into the neighborhood, it's,
Right,
it's
but-
hard to have
I
discipline.
was about to say,
but
fuck
I think-
prohibition.
but-
Niggas
but
said
I
they not
think-
spending money on bottles no
but I
more. They're
think-
spending money on parlays.
But I think casinos.
It's hard to have discipline when there's an outside determining factor and force
Yep.
that's tipping the scale.
But you
know
gotta
what I
make
mean? Like-
money to walk in these places.
No,
to
you
actually-
don't.
No, I mean to
Niggas
no.
will
I mean
gamble
to,
with
to-
$20.
to part,
That'll be their last 20.
Right.
but they had a choice.
Oh, here we
shit,
go.
here we go. Damn, I
Oh,
feel like-
that's just like the slaves. Wait, just like slaves had a choice.
I didn't say no of that. I didn't-
Just like the slaves had a choice. We got A King
No,
Vance.
honestly, look.
Van Lacy's gonna come from down around that corner. He gonna be on your
No.
ass, boy.
Listen,
Hold on. A King, I
it's
need to hear
true though.
this.
We do have an option
Oh,
and choices to
no,
do.
here's what it
Look,
is.
when I go play Powerball in Mega, right?
Yeah.
Powerball,
And
Mega Millions.
MAGA? Oh, and Mega. Okay.
Oh, he said Mega Millions. Mega Millions. You play Mega Millions. God damn. Like,
When I play Mega Millions, that shit went up $5. So you know what I do? I'm like, damn, I don't want to spend $5 on this one ticket. I advanced to the Powerball because that's
Oop.
still $2.
Ooh.
yeah.
I made a conscious decision
to go
save
$3.
And I think that comes from a
I'm not playing with
reasonable,
you.
logical place of how to. But they're
I could buy whitings and French fries for $7.
Yes.
Or I could go buy Tartare for 100.
Did you just
and
say
don't eat it.
Tatar?
Tatar.
It's
It's
Tartar.
same-
Or call Mary, how do you say it?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still we adults, man. We got look through trial and error.
Did
we
the slave
learn.
did the slave adults have a choice?
That's a whole. I didn't. No, that, I'm not leaning into that one.
How are you giving like
20? You saying $20?
and then maybe they last because they think they can double it to 40. Like that's what gambling is. That's the
Yes.
addiction. The same way as a drug addict, you fiend for the high like feeling, the euphoric feeling. You just want to feel that again. With gambling, if you've won once or you've seen someone else win, you believe you could win too.
We're in a capitalistic society.
Well, also, but gambling, unlike other addictions, gambling addiction has it's preying on two types of people, right?
Oh, talk about it.
Part of it is, you're preying on low-income communities who are desperate just to feel some kind of relief, and they feel like, well, if I could get this couple of dollars, this could relieve my situation in life. I'm fucked up. The other person that it's attacking is people that aren't worried about, oh, it's my last $20. It's people who, to your point, are addicted to that euphoria, that feeling
Yeah.
of like, I got hundreds of thousands of dollars. Drake doesn't need stake money.
He doesn't.
He's gambling
He can own
because
it.
he's gambling. Him and Aiden Ross and these rich ass niggas are gambling because they want to feel like winners.
But not only do they want to feel like winners, they're promoting this feeling, this euphoric
Yeah,
feeling
right.
of winning. And then the people that don't have the hundreds of millions of dollars
Right.
to lose also want to.
Participate in that
Participate
too.
in it, yeah.
And so it's a tough thing. And what I will
y'all
say
gamble?
also, I play parlay sometimes.
Okay.
But I
have you
don't-
won?
I've won once, and it was like $200. Like I didn't.
Damn, what you paying penny slots, nigga?
Yeah, I put in $5. Here's
See,
$5
I
on.
encourage you.
Here's
She's encouraging
$5.
you up the ante.
You better put some more dollars down.
Put
nigga.
it down, nigga.
You gotta bet
Also-
big to win big.
But the funny part about what Jason was saying was that people cheered for Nas getting his casino, and people killed Jay-Z for not getting one.
it.
Like,
Well, I think
oh,
with
he's trying to
Jay-Z,
take the
I
community.
didn't like the
and-
area. I'm like, damn, Times Square is kind of crazy to have a casino.
Yeah, well,
That
I mean,
was the
Yeah,
And
but
then
he was a
location.
part of already the backlash when he was a
Barclays.
0.1% owner in the Nets and
Yeah.
bringing that to Brooklyn.
well, and this is another conversation, but Nas has been able to get away with the capitalist shit that they killed Jay-Z for.
Ooh.
Like
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
talk about
I-
some
I-
shit
okay.
like
Nah.
Yeah.
Nas
He
can
is.
rap
He does
about
get away with
could
it. He gets away
Nas
with it
can-
too because he's an investor.
He's
He's
an
an investor,
investor,
yeah.
so
His
he's
cover
doing,
rather
right.
than, like,
So
a
he's doing all
builder.
this shit. He can rap about Nvidia and all this shit,
But
and niggas
get
would be like,
away,
"Yeah,
so-
that's dope. I
but
love
don't you
cyber
think-
Oh yeah, he
But
got
don't you
the
think-
200
but
mil
don't-
from
and
Ring.
then-
But don't you think getting away is kind of harsh?
No.
I think he just make it. I think he it's the pursuit of
Well, no.
what he deems
No,
success.
I think
I'm
it's the
talking about the public-
hypocrisy
of
of the
the reaction
public.
This
to
is the
it, though.
dark A King.
Oh, okay,
episode.
okay.
No, nobody is. Like, I haven't heard
Hold
not a
on,
single person
You said this is dark. This is Marvel. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I just had a thought. We see people give their last
Not I just had
every
a thought.
Sunday in tides.
Oh, not you bringing it to the
With
church.
the hope of
Oh boy,
their
Where are we going
circumstances
here?
changing.
That's gambling. It's
Right,
not gambling.
yeah.
Faith-based gambling.
Ooh.
You said that.
Ooh.
You said that. You said dark. It can't Nas.
Yeah,
Wait
they
a second.
playing-
Wait a second.
they out there
so
playing-
But I'm
tithes,
just
wait,
saying, it's
tithes
still
and
a
offerings.
choice.
Tithes and offerings is gambling with faith.
I ain't-
Nigga said they playing
Listen.
Bible blackjack over there. That bullshit.
We know people. We know people in our families or our Jace that we've seen.
Sure.
I gotta pay my tithes because, and you like, damn, but you just got an outstanding bill that you ain't.
Yeah.
You ain't got it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ain't got it. Yeah. I mean, no, there's definitely something to
Bible
that.
blackjack.
They playing Bible
Oh,
blackjack.
you said it.
But
Y'all said
but the reaction to how people are looking at Nas in these situations and how they're looking at Jay-Z is very, very
I
different.
think because Jay-Z's out the gate been on that type of shit.
Yeah, but it goes back to like is it Uchi Wally Wally? Is
No,
it
don't do
Mike?
that. We're not doing that.
It's like
Is
what,
it
what,
Uchi
what,
Wally
like,
or
like,
Mike?
like, what, like what is it? Like what is it for real? And
So if he was a degenerate rapper, then it would have been
if,
be okay
yes,
for him.
if Nas wasn't kicking the knowledge and
He can still kick
and-
knowledge.
Sure he can, but what I'm saying is that while you're kicking knowledge, you're also a hardcore capitalist, and that seems to be what people are railing against.
Is he a hardcore
Yeah, oh,
capitalist?
absolutely.
I
All
think he's
his
taking
raps-
advantage. I think he's taking advantage of the opportunity.
Of course he is, but that doesn't make you not a capitalist.
facts.
But what if he's taking that money and pouring back in? Which
He might be.
But he's pouring into the community that's essentially going to have a negative impact on
well, that
the lower
area,
income community.
Well, that
But
area
it's
in
in Queens.
is Queens, and that
it's
area
where the
already
Russians
have
at, right?
No, it's in South Ozone Park, but it has the casino's up there already. They're
gonna expand it.
enhance
Expand it, make it
Right,
bigger, right?
right.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, we're talking celebrity talk here, and I kind of want to lighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
And have you really saying
I
these
think-
bitches
I
can't
think-
wear this when they
You know
do
what?
because the way that you're going, A King, they had a choice.
No, and I think we should honestly.
And they made the wrong one.
Aiden Ross, in my opinion, let's remove on from him. I
Oh,
think
no,
there's
no,
other
we're
streaming.
moving on.
No, I'm just saying it culturally.
and culturally,
like,
okay.
I love what iShowSpeed is doing. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah,
other streamers that
yeah,
we should be
yeah.
amplifying and talking about and elevating.
Yeah,
that's actually doing dope shit.
Aiden Ross is not culture.
No,
He's
So
not.
y'all
culture.
are hoping
So,
he
like,
gets got with this Rico. Heard you. All right. Well, in Celebrity Say the Darndest Things, y'all, we're gonna get into what the internet has been ablaze talking about for the past like 2 to 3 weeks. It started off with Dr.
Umar.
You might have to bleep
Where's
Dr.
Dr. Umar?
I don't know. I was gonna say Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but
Ooh.
that's still up for debate. Love
Whether
you,
she's a doctor
Cheyenne.
or not?
I'm telling you, I want to see where that
Oh, but
where that doctorate degree came from.
Oh, she's like a
Ooh.
crackjack
No.
doctor.
I don't know, but she's a life coach. I just don't know
Oh,
where
okay.
the doctorate
Where
came
the doctor?
from.
Okay, fine. fair
And
enough.
then when I looked it up, the school no longer exists. But I was
shit.
I was
Oh,
trying to.
ICDC?
I, don't,
shit.
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Oh shit.
You know what's crazy? I like what she doing though. I like what she doing
What?
as a content creator, as a woman. I just like that she got a voice. I like what she doing.
Content
Hey,
I
man,
didn't, as a
listen.
content creator, I like what she doing.
Net positive life, right? Like Jay Shetty done lied, and he's helping a lot of people.
That's crazy.
So
That's
like,
crazy.
Net positive life.
Wait. Was he
That's
not a
good
monk?
perspective.
I don't.
I think he might have been under
He
the
said he was a
tutelage.
monk.
Yeah, but
they-
there's no monk Jay Shetty.
Yeah,
There's no
I think- I-
designation.
the-
for
the-
it.
He's a college dropout. is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
they're saying that he was lying about his college education and certain things
He
or whatever.
dropped off the line. He ain't a
Yeah,
Kappa.
but he
dropped
helped.
out.
He's helping a lot of people. So ultimately, like net positive. Like I don't care about your
Nah,
doctor.
the
I
nigga
care
that
if
was
you
in
helping
Atlanta
people.
giving these composite veneers is going to jail, but he helped a lot of people
Oh, nigga.
without being certified. He got the RICO. Y'all saw that?
I think somebody
Yeah,
from
they
Invisalign.
definitely
Yeah,
hit
was
him.
like,
somebody was
definitely-
pissed. Somebody said, you know what?
That was
I don't
Fonnie
want to pay
Willis.
him.
I think. Wasn't
let
it? I think it was like Fonnie Willis.
Yo,
that put that
Fonnie
nigga
Willis
in.
ain't
Yeah,
playing.
She's not playing
nah,
at all. I think
she
she
ain't
put that
playing
nigga
at
in
all.
a bing.
Well, let's get into the thoughts. Basically, what the internet has been ablaze about is of two women, both Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and what she wore to the Jeezy concert right before the New Year's.
Man.
And also Karis Bryant, who is the wife of Atlanta pastor Jamal Bryant, who drew
they all related?
attention. No, they're not related.
Oh, really? Damn. Okay, I was
Nah,
confused about
but,
that whole thing. Man.
She also drew attention with her flesh-colored dress that she wore to the annual United Negro College Fund Mayor's Mass Ball right here in Atlanta. And he chose to take to the pew to call the internet and all the naysayers out about what he put his wife in. But the clip that I wanted to play before we get into thoughts on this was from Bishop Patrick Wooden of North Carolina's Upper Room Church of God in Christ. And kind of what he had to say. You can't say upper room. You have to say upper room.
Somebody gave their last to his ties too.
And they did. Jason, if you want to pull up the clip for what he had to say in response, I think we heard enough about what people had to say about Cheyenne Bryant, but let's lean into this one before we share our thoughts.
When he defended her dress by saying, first of all, he bought the dress.
Ooh, and he did.
Then he said, I want to address people who don't know anything, who haven't been anywhere, don't know nothing. So I guess our objection to a man of the cloth presenting his wife in public looking like a $2 whore.
Ooh.
God,
a $2 whore.
At least two.
And
By
he
the
said
way,
it 3 times.
Yeah, he said, he wanted to make sure y'all knew it was $2 and not a cent more. $2 whore.
The bigger the nose, the greater the truth.
Now with both of these, you have Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who holds the esteem of the doctor label, who gives relationship advice. What?
Dr. Mandy.
Y'all not laugh. I'm trying to explain why the people was mad.
It was good. It was good.
That's solid.
And then you have the first lady of
Carrie Bryant,
of a down south
wife.
mega church, which is New Birth, Pastor Jamal Bryant's church, and pretty much the sentiment is that both women were not dressed appropriately, and unfortunately should be deemed a takedown of how the community should respect them, how people should listen to them, how they, don't deserve to be heard anymore based on these decisions and their clothing. And I kind of wanted to hear y'all's thoughts. I'll share mine first off, which y'all are going to be so shocked because I am here for the whores and the whore hive and how people present themselves. I think a woman should be able to wear whatever. But I also know there's certain things that you put on that unfortunately, it don't matter what we say, what we do, the congregation and society and the world will judge you on. And for me, again, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, beautiful lady. Didn't hate the outfit, just thought it wasn't styled well. So for me, I don't hate the look of the outfit. I think she should have wore black under it. The green didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And in terms of Carrie Bryant's dress, men I think they don't know about materials. It definitely was flesh colored. Her skin was not showing. It was laced over a nude goddamn material.
Right.
It literally, you couldn't see nothing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the outfit of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant here. I think she still look good as fuck. Like I'd fuck. Cheyenne,
she bad.
I think we Eskimo sisters. That's what I call her. When we in the room, I be like, "What's up, Eskimo sister?" I'm sure.
Does she know who you're talking about in reference to the Eskimo?
I'm just sure we've knocked down the same niggas. Hey,
at some point.
I feel like we the same tribe.
Fair
we
enough.
probably fuck the same tribe of niggas.
Fair enough.
We are Eskimo sisters. We have not discussed who it is.
Why do you think
is.
you fuck the same? See,
For
here
sure.
we go. Why?
Because these niggas just giving it out. Went through them hips. Okay. Hey, listen. They just giving it out. Anyways, I did want to know your thoughts, though, before we get into hip-hop talk real quick. Just if y'all had any thoughts on this, just because the internet was going. Y'all are, man, go ahead.
I don't think that... No, I don't think we got a right to call them a hoe.
I don't think we should call them hoes.
But as far as what they're wearing, again, I go back to the theme. Everybody got a choice.
Ooh.
I'm looking at the video and I'm looking at what other people are wearing. She's the one that
most provocative.
So I think that her thing was like, yo, this was intentional. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be the showstopper.
Now I want to ask y'all, because I want to lean into ignorance here.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere? So she went to a Jeezy concert, which was like an orchestra. It was it was supposed to be like black tie event.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have Carrie Bryant. Is it Carrie?
Carrie, yeah, Carrie.
Carrie Bryant, who
Went to church.
Went to a gala.
went to a gala.
The gala. The
And
mayor's
so,
ball.
and so
Or
this is
mayor's
where I want to get
massive
ignorant.
Ball.
Remove it from the gala. Remove it from a black tie, unless that's your answer. Is there anywhere that you guys walk into that you do judge somebody by what they're wearing based on where you're at? like for me. This is gonna be problematic, and I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. I don't.
Bonnets and pajamas.
Oh,
keep them out
shit.
my airport.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what's funny?
Keep them out.
Mandy.
I already think that y'all shouldn't be flying.
Yo.
Because you know what I mean. Like there is just a way
Man,
that
said,
you
me
should
and
carry.
Delta said,
Me and
get on
Delta.
that
Me and the
bus.
Delta CEO.
I'm about to say you're
said,
real Delta CEO now.
But to me, the bonnets and the pajamas should not be worn at the airport.
Yo, my mom hates that shit.
I hate it.
She hates the fact
Pajamas
that
at the grocery store is not my jam either.
Yeah,
Pajamas
yeah,
at the
yeah,
grocery store.
I don't
okay.
love it.
I
Okay,
don't
what
even
about y'all?
I don't even believe in like sandals and like Birkenstocks and shit and like in public. Like
Oh, in public.
because for me
He said keep the Birkenstocks in your fucking home.
and honestly, like this is more for men than for women, honestly. But like, nigga, like if you gotta run to go somewhere, like you gonna fall the fuck out of them like little flappy ass shoes and bust your ass, whatever. Like that shit to me.
Not
is just
you
like,
said if
it's
you
not-
gotta run from the cops,
you gotta run from
Birkenstocks aren't gonna
anything.
do it.
That shit,
Like,
yeah, that shit is not.
got a
That shit
choice.
is not practical
You
for
got a
safety.
choice.
But like as far as like so, first off, these two dresses are very different dresses.
They are.
Like the flesh color dress, I don't have no problem with. You can say, oh well, she looks naked. Well, what she looks like and what she is two different things. She's not
Period.
naked. So like to me, it's like she's not naked.
Cheyenne
it's
was
brown.
naked.
Shut the fuck.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Now
Man,
Cheyenne
Cheyenne.
dress was a little
You
bit
see
like
that uterus.
okay, like you know. I see your fallopian tubes, bitch.
God
What the fuck
damn.
going on?
You got to tuck that back in.
yeah. Like what the fuck going on? But also like, I guess my thing about it is, I get she is. Wait, just so I'm clear, she's married to a pastor, or she is
Carrie is.
Carrie is right. Carrie is.
Yeah,
Cheyenne
going
is
to the
not
gala.
connected to the
Cheyenne's
church
single.
at all.
Outside.
Yeah.
Cheyenne out
outside.
here trying
She
to
outside, bro.
Cheyenne's
Cheyenne
outside.
is fishing.
So wait,
outside
so
of
if
the
she's
Jeezy
not,
concert.
if Cheyenne is not connected to the church, what exactly are we?
Carrie is.
Thank
Carrie,
you.
no, but I'm
say
saying-
that, say that again. Keep saying
If
it.
she's not connected to the church and she's not like, what are we talking about as far as how
because
she's,
it wasn't from the church perspective with her. It's the fact that she's a doctor.
She the
A
first
doctor
doctor.
should not be dressed this way, whether in public or anywhere. Because then, as a
but
profession, I don't take
it's
her
also
serious.
what she says too, right? Because she holds men to task.
Yes.
And about how they present themselves to
Right.
get into a relationship, then she turns around and dresses
And
like
dresses
that.
like
Dresses like this,
people
and
people are
people-
trying to draw
It's
a
the,
line
the
between
hypocrisy. You can't speak
Yeah.
this way and then go out dressed like
go
this.
out and do that thing.
I do think there should be a standard, though.
Who?
I think
Come
we
on.
protect the standard.
Ooh.
The fact that
He
we
said
can-
define with the hard ER.
Yeah, yeah.
Hard
I
ER.
can say it. But the thing is, yeah, what's the standard? Are we just standardless now?
Well, I think
Because we
there's-
can dress however we want and do what we want to do.
Oh, this sounds real
Well,
Republican.
because you know what?
Hey,
No,
King
no.
Vance over there.
No, don't do that. No, because look, at the end of the day, guess what? The shorties is looking at us, fam. What is the standard we holding for the little ones?
everybody
Oh,
gonna
the
be.
little-
I
the
mean,
kids.
like, well,
Fuck
to
them
me, the
kids.
standard is if you 11, you can't be naked. If you're 111, you can be as naked as you want to be.
Yeah.
That's true too, but
And also, where are you going? Like the standard for what's like if we come in here in this studio, there might be a quote unquote standard, even for I mean, we're in a corporate building.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you can't sit here and put your dick on the table. Like,
Yeah,
there's just
like,
certain
there
things
might
you
be
can't.
somebody
do.
does
Max
it.
B,
Until
Max B
somebody
might
does
say
it.
otherwise.
Nigga, Max B doing that is crazy.
Yo, that nigga is a wild
no.
boy.
The
That's a
fact that they had to
wild
tell him to
boy.
put his little gummy dick away is
he forgot.
crazy. Like, that is inappropriate. But
the wave. Shout out to the wave.
That's crazy. Wait, didn't you say that when you was running loudspeakers that somebody brought in somebody else? Oh, sorry. Was I
Queen
not?
split.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the ignorant demographic.
Oh my God. Here we go.
We can talk about that another episode,
Another
but yeah,
time.
he you know when I was helping him out, bringing him into this podcast space, he didn't let me know he was gonna do this, but he had some girls there that was of his particular profession.
Not about to.
And you know,
One might say the oldest profession.
He's a very unpredictable person, and
Right.
Some people called him Santa Claus.
And next thing you know, he had these girls, you know, perform on this random dude.
Wait. I
I
don't
still
think I knew
have
that.
it
I
on
thought they
footage.
were getting naked. Wait, they were
No.
sucking dick?
This girl was telling her story of why she became a sex worker.
Okay.
She was all dolled up. I think she was Dominican and Puerto Rican and Italian, whatever. But some random dude from Connecticut, I believe. And I'm watching. I'm like, who is this nigga? So he
Queen
come-
Flip invited him in?
Yeah, it was all
Okay.
planned, but he just didn't let me know he was doing this
Oh.
shit. So then homeboy pulls up, and I'm like, what is the correlation? So anyway, they talking. And
Wait,
then-
were you the engineer for this?
I was producing it, but I didn't know he was doing all this shit.
Right.
So then, and it's the first taping, mind you.
That's a hell of a way
And
to
just for
introduce yourself.
he wasn't part of loudspeaker, but he was recording where
Yeah.
we were recording at, right? And the dude comes in the room and then he says, yo, remember what we said, what I told you we was gonna do? And then it's like, what? So while she's talking and whatever, this dude sit next to her, and then she's pulling, you know, and then
On clothing?
She started.
She needed a different microphone.
She started trying to get him off, but the problem was, I don't know, because it was crazy. I'm saying it.
Performance anxiety.
Yes, there you go.
He wasn't getting
High
hard.
five.
Pause.
And
you were
she
looking
got
though.
frustrated.
Too
No,
many
no, no.
cameras.
I was trying
Too
to
many
figure out
cameras.
how do I stop? Because you jeopardizing me.
Pull the emergency brake on this.
Yeah. So then, what happened when she got so frustrated, right? And the manager, she had a manager. Yo, why the manager was like, step aside, I got this. She got to business.
Wait,
The manager.
I have the video. I had the
you
video.
having the footage is crazy.
No, because it was
Yikes.
it was recording in real time. So it was like, what? So lo and behold, that happened. He put the clip out as a teaser promote, but they blurred it out, and then the studio got wind of it, and they was like,
hell
nah.
yeah.
They was like, take your money. If we know we was gonna do that, we would have
Told you off top.
And it was at the time they had children used to do voiceover work there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like
yeah,
that
yeah.
can't. The
Mind you,
the
this is
brand
before
alignment-
the era
Remember
of
what I-
OnlyFans.
So remember,
where
right?
This is where we
So
was.
mind you,
Yeah.
this is 2017, 2018. So
Ugh.
mind you, what I said before, standard. What is the standard that
Yeah.
we're setting? So in his point of view is, let me do enough shock value to get attention to what I'm getting ready to jump into versus safety versus all the other things.
Right.
But it's like, you didn't need to do that, in my opinion.
Well, like
I'm glad you remember that.
The
Yeah, that was
Cheyenne. Cheyenne is the naked one.
So Cheyenne Bryant
is the real naked one.
The real naked one, right?
She was at the Jeezy concert.
She was at the Jeezy
Life
concert,
coach.
right?
There we go.
Life coach.
Yeah. So like,
If I'm at the Jeezy concert, I'm definitely not listening to Jeezy. I'm like,
yeah, like
No. By the
And that's
way,
exactly what
it's
she
something
wanted,
that I
right?
want to do. I
Mission
know he
accomplished.
has his residency now in Vegas.
yeah.
Everyone that has gone to that Jeezy orchestra has said it's by far the best live show that they've seen their entire life.
I talked to oh yeah.
But she had a tail, so you couldn't see her booty.
Man.
So that's intentional.
But
you had a Jeezy show. Like I don't think that's inappropriate for a Jeezy show
No, it's not.
necessarily.
but it's black
risque.
tie. It's black tie. That's inappropriate for black tie.
Okay, it's not a black tie. Okay, that's
Ain't
fair.
nobody
That's not a
stopping
that's
from
not a
walking out.
that's
Ain't
not a
nobody
black
told her don't
that's
come
not a
in.
black tie.
But it's definitely a Vegas outfit, and she was
But,
in
like,
Vegas, so
Yeah. So I'm not mad at her for that. Like I don't see what the problem is. Plus, like
I ain't gonna lie, she looked good.
she looked great.
She looked good.
She was great. Like okay, whatever.
she-
Black on
Jeezy
black
fan.
would have been fly.
Yeah,
though.
black-
To your point.
To me, it was just the styling of it.
I'll say this
I think
though.
she looked good.
I think I
Her
have a
DMs is
bigger
crazy.
issue with like the pastors doing the back and forth from the pulpit about this than I do with how either of the ladies are
Me too.
dressed.
I agree. It's
Because
the
to
men.
me, it's
the
like
problem is always the men.
the defense of I get that that Jamal Bryant wants to defend his wife, and that's cool. Defend your wife, but like he was basically like, y'all niggas and broken don't know nothing about this.
That's
right here.
exactly what
so
he
like
said.
that. You sound crazy as a pastor, like
Jamal
talking
Bryant
like that
with
in
the smoke.
defense of your.
He said, "Y'all ain't never been to a gala. Y'all don't know how to
Right,
dress.
right. I'm like, you just telling people that, like, that's there. That whole shit is crazy.
Give me your money every week, but you ain't got enough to give to go to a
Right.
gala."
And then for the other pastor, mind your fucking business, nigga.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree with
like,
that.
like, what are you? Why you beefing with me? Like, you talking about podcast wars? Why are we having pulpit wars?
Bro.
Why are you talking about me
Honestly.
and my wife from your pulpit? Talk about God, nigga. That's what you here for.
Keep my name.
think being a
my
pastor-
wife's
It
name
ain't
out your
fucking mouth.
motherfucking
Yeah,
mouth.
like I should slap fire out of you for even doing that. And so, like,
I think being a pastor might be the cheat code.
to just
I think that might be the new rapper.
New podcaster.
I mean,
everything.
but that's also part of the problem
Tax-free.
and the thing. Like these niggas wanted to be
All these
celebrities.
niggas
These
got
niggas wanted to
access.
be stars.
Yeah.
Like if you know if you want to be a pastor star, a pastor,
Oh.
then that makes you
Look at that.
Ooh,
Take that for data.
Yeah, right. Like you want to be a pastor and eat tartare. Like if that's what you want, like
There we
that,
go.
that might make
If
you
that's
look a
what you
certain
are.
kind of way to your congregation.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to go to no church in Atlanta.
I told
This
y'all
shit is nope.
I went to one and ended up seeing a goddamn Netflix commercial for a Tyler Perry show.
You
so,
see?
yeah, I think I'm cool on it too.
Yeah, I'm cool.
The whole
bro.
thing is weird. Like, so we went to, last weekend. We went to a church. I had never been to one of these like modern church. Like for me,
The
church is like an old ass church that's built in the '60s with a bunch of black people, old black ladies with hats. Like that's like when I was going as a little kid. That's a church I went to.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about these modern churches. I don't really go to church like that. So last weekend we went to this church called Passion City Church.
No, you didn't. Passion City is crazy.
Yeah. So
Passion City is crazy.
So because it's across the street from the crib, and my girl was just like, "Oh, let's go to church. Let's just see what this thing is about." So we went up in there, and like, it felt like the white version of
P Valley
of a black mega church.
Because Passion City,
it's production. Like they come out singing like it's like a Disney.
They're singing My Prerogative.
Like
did y'all see the viral thing that happened over the holidays from the mega church in Texas, where they had like midgets flying in the air?
Soleil in that bitch.
Yeah, they had like little people flying through the sky and shit like that.
Yeah, they had pyro and
like
lights.
It looked like Chris Brown, but a little person with a little elf thing. Did you see it, Jason?
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, this shit is like it was real some Cirque du Soleil shit
Cirque
at church.
du Soleil
100%.
at the church.
It's too
That's
much.
where the tithes and
They have
offerings
fight
go.
night at the church.
Wait, what do you mean fight night? Like what they do at the strip club?
Bro.
Oh wait, you're looking at Passion City?
Yeah.
Oh, see, they got Jesus' life behind a Lambo.
Wait,
go back to that
what?
picture. What was that?
Look,
crazy.
fight night at Passion City Church. They got a whole boxing ring and everything.
Wow.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Y'all, I need y'all to Google Passion City.
Yo, this shit look like how much they charge you to get in?
No,
They charge to get in.
No, but the way the shit is set, so the main church is in Midtown, but they have satellites. They have a satellite in Cumberland, and
I'm not gonna lie, I saw that too. There's a mega church here, and one of my friends hopped on and was like, I was trying to go to church for the New Year's. Apparently, the church said, "Oh, we off this week, but we live streaming to everybody." So he went all the way to the church, and the church didn't even hold the service at the church. They said, "We live streaming it, y'all, from my living room today because I need a break. I need to watch football
on Sunday.
I can't even make it tonight.
I can't even make it,
Yeah.
y'all. Y'all missed the. Sorry, you should have checked your emails.
I was at this birthday dinner with this girl who got shot in the face.
Yo.
I couldn't even,
I couldn't even make it out there.
I couldn't even make it the next
My bad,
day.
Blair.
Story
Who
was
is this?
crazy.
Is-
Leadership.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
So it
but-
looked like money. She
so-
looked like money.
she looked like
She
money.
looked like she. Yeah.
He looked like he had
Like
enough money to snort a little
So
something.
at this church, they had, I guess last weekend, they had a thing called, they have like a festival basically in Texas. So they had a festival at like, I think it was at Cowboy Stadium or whatever the place is.
That
and they
is-
had like 70,000 people in the stadium, and they're having speakers and singers and all of this come through, and it's like it's a real production.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the guy that was speaking. Him,
Wow.
right, the bald headed guy.
That's the
Wow.
main.
That's
nigga.
the guy that was
crazy.
speaking.
Oh, look at it.
No, look at the production.
Yeah,
the
it's
production.
no,
of
Yeah, I'm about
it's
to look
high
crazy.
value
I'm about to-
production.
They
Like
hiring?
you
Look,
walk
not
in
they
an office,
hiring.
yeah.
And Key's like, I could do the audio mix over
Yo,
there.
look at this. They got-
Yeah.
Hey, look
You
at this.
know.
He looked like he invested in steak.
That Demi Moore?
Steak.
I'm not playing with
Oh, they
y'all.
got.
Yes, no, yeah, full band, like the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we gotta see if we can do a selective ignorance live show there.
Never.
Look, what
not
what's
the
that
way
cookie
we talk
for?
about churches. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
But here's a question I always ask though, like, and this isn't necessarily in defense of the mega church, but like, the question I always have is like, okay, if you have a church and you have that many members, like at a regular church that just has, you know, a 1,000 people, 1,500 people that come, the pastor's probably gonna have a Cadillac or a nice car. The pastor makes a couple dollars. If you have a church that's that big and that many people are coming to your, essentially your business to patronize your business,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna get rich.
Yeah.
And so, like, my thing about it is like, what is the line? They're not taking a vow
Yeah.
of poverty. These aren't monks or anything like that. So, I guess my question is like, when you have a church that big, what is the line of how much you're supposed to
There's not capitalism.
profit financially
Capitalism.
from the thing if you're essentially have that many customers? I don't know I don't have a good answer for that. I don't
You're
have a
not
good
telling
number
me
for
that a person who gives the word also doesn't want to live a certain lifestyle.
Of
course
Doesn't
they
look
do.
Like, of
Private
course they do.
Of
jets?
course they do. They
I ain't
want to.
seen
They
not
want
one of these
I
Right.
told
Don't
y'all
gotta
that's
fly
why.
a car.
Hey, the church I used to go to when I was a jit, he pulled up in a motherfucking Hummer, and this is when Hummers was
one
the
of them
thing.
things. Yeah.
Was one of them things, and we
Yep.
was like, not our pastor pulling up in the Hummer. It was like the H2. It was like the fancy Hummer.
When I
too.
was a little kid, when I was a jit, like our pastor had a Benz. And we had,
Yeah.
and we was a regular ass
Yep.
regular ass black church in St. Louis. It wasn't even no mega church. So my thing about it is what black church is the pastor broke? What black church do? Like I ain't never seen one.
Oh, that's a deeper. We got to evergreen that topic.
I ain't never
Jason, could you
seen one. I
say?
don't
Could you
care.
say why we don't see black broke pastors?
I don't care if it's a
to the
mega
evergreen
church
list?
or your regular community church. I ain't never seen no broke pastor who just
But
out here
also,
looking
here's the
regular.
hypocrisy. Don't we want generational wealth within our community? Don't we want black people to win?
To win.
Like, is it Uchiwali or is it one mic job?
I don't
Both.
It's both. It's both. I
It's
guess.
Uchi Wally on the mic.
Yeah.
Now, y'all, this was a bonus episode. I know y'all were hoping to hear our thoughts on Jim Jones, Cam, the 50 beef, and all that. But you know what you're going to have to do? Tune in next Tuesday to hear our thoughts on that. God damn it. Because that one, we're talking.
And it's still developing.
It is developing.
Yeah.
I also really wanted us to break down and get into Jim's business, but also IP in this podcast space, especially at the top of the year with what's, happening over at iHeart and Netflix and Charlemagne and all. And we did talk about it, but I want to talk
I
specifically
saw a
about
clip
some IP
the other day on
fumbles
EYL with
Ian Schwartzman.
very interesting.
Very interesting.
But we could save it for
I
next.
want you so I need that's everyone's homework.
I thought
It just dropped like yesterday or 2 days ago. I need everyone, even y'all listening,
Yeah.
please, and these are my friends, so I want y'all to go listen. If you're into the space of where creators, entrepreneurship, ownership, all of this is headed specifically within our community, head on
I
over
don't
to
think
Earn
these
Your Leisure.
niggas give a fuck.
No, but
I
that's
just
why
think
that's
it's
what I'm
who
saying.
is in
Wait,
position.
do not party yet, because
Shout
I
out to
think it's
Charlemagne the
important.
God.
I want y'all to go on over to Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to Rashad and Troy.
Shout
They
out
sat
to
down
Earn
with
Your
Ian
Leisure.
Schwartzman, who is to me the brains behind the Joe Budden Network. But if y'all go and listen to that, I would love for us to deep dive into that in terms of even we're taking this to hip hop. So look up the history of the Dipset trademark. I want y'all to look into what Jim's building and also just what the rappers right now in the podcast space are doing, what we anticipate them doing, and how we do essentially
You said
anticipate
that
it.
we anticipate them
Here we
doing?
go. Here we go. Here we go.
I don't know if I
Well,
anticipate.
you are shady. Y'all, Keith said,
I'm looking
hey.
forward to. I will tell you the one I'm looking forward to is
yeah.
Uncle Murder and Tony A's
And Yayo.
podcast. I am looking forward to that.
All right. I don't know how much I want to hear New York niggas talk.
You want
I'm
look,
having a
Hey,
problem.
you said you want to look behind the business dealings of Jim Jones. And,
Oh, wow. Chill out. That's my homie now. Not too much
no, I'm
on
just
Jimmy.
saying. So why we can't talk about Tony and Uncle?
We're going to do it from a place of love. That's why.
Oh, it's all love.
She don't love them too.
Yeah, I don't know.
We love all them niggas.
I
We
ain't got
love
no
all them.
personal relationships. That's
Nah,
another thing. The hypocrisy of bias, baby. It pulls up. It
There you
pulls
go.
up.
Everybody got
And just
one.
know I'm parking the car in the bias spot next week. on
Everybody's
this.
got to buy it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Hey, we're on the Black Effect Network. If y'all know what side we rolling with over here. Shout out to Charlemagne and his $200 million deal. We hope that
Facts.
thing trickle
Celebrate
down.
that.
Yeah.
Let me hold
Bald
$5.
nigga.
Hey,
Bald
let me
nigga.
hold some,
Bald
baby.
nigga.
Let me
Bald
hold some.
nigga. Bald nigga. Bald nigga. Bald nigga. Bald nigga like Charlemagne.
Hey. But we'll get into that next Tuesday, actually. Y'all check that out. Other than that, and then
Yeah.
also it gives us time too to watch the TI. I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, I
for-
do want to
Oh,
see.
oh,
the
Yeah.
hypocrisy of people.
Yeah,
Oh,
we gonna lean into
Yo,
TI
what is
next
wrong
week
with
too.
people, bro?
A lot of things.
Shout out to T.I., man.
You know, it's like do you want an echo chamber or do you want someone to step out and try something new? What is it?
Don't
Right.
critique shit that you haven't watched or experienced. Start there.
Yeah.
Everybody chime in and they haven't watched
This
it
is what I'm saying.
or
Oh,
haven't experienced
Oh,
it.
next Tuesdays we gotta do. Is it
Oh, that shit
Uchiwali
is-
or one?
Yeah,
Mic?
and
King,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
and King just take a whole shot at the whole entire podcast.
You know what I just
Pretty much.
noticed? Is it Uchiwali or one mic? Was
I
the
don't
old
like
version
that
of 6'7",
fucking shit.
6'7".
Oh yeah. It is. It is
6'7",
6'7".
No, Ja, don't entertain that. Let's get on to Am I Ignorant?
Oh my god! All right. Well, y'all, yet another good episode. I hope y'all enjoyed this conversation with my super producers and journalism Ja.
Fuck with it. We gonna get active in the Discord too. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna
come
add
fuck
them
with
to
y'all.
I
the
want to get up in
Discord.
there.
We're
Let's
gonna
do
come
that.
fuck with y'all, man.
So I'm gonna add them. I'm gonna give them the link. If you guys want the link to join us in on episode feedback and Am I Ignorant and all the things. Again, something else we'll get into next week on next Friday's episode. We'll do some more Am I Ignorant. But join us on the Discord, and to do that, you have to join our Patreon for as little as $5 a month. You get ad-free content, so you get the audio ad-free, you get the video ad-free, and you get the video to this episode. All bonus episodes are not up on YouTube, but they are on the Patreon. So if you like to watch this content, make sure you join us over on the Patreon. That's patreon.com/withmandyb. And again, make sure you follow my super producers as well as Ja. Their information is not only in the description of this episode, but Ja, tell the people where they can follow you, because I love your name on all socials.
You can find me on the Instagram at Mr. Hip Hop Obama. You can find me on Threads the same way. You can find me on Twitter at Hip Hop Obama.
That's right, and I'm really happy y'all will soon find him on his own podcast.
How about that?
We gonna roll that on
How
that.
about
But we
that?
giving him, you know, we getting his feet wet, opening it up a little bit. You know, pause. Not opening you up too much.
Not too much. Not too much.
Not like
you know.
No
We got
little
the
ride.
small dialogue.
no little ride. Yeah, no little ride.
Oh,
no,
hey yo, that's an hey yo.
Yo, that is
Hey, yo,
man.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
This whole
my
thing
God.
has gone completely off the rails.
Whoa, it did. Okay, guys. All
we
right.
didn't talk about Trump not pardoning. He said he's not gonna hold.
You know
Diddy
what? We might have to just bring
Next
that
week,
up
next
to laugh
week.
at
Yeah,
it next week.
yeah.
Y'all, hope you enjoyed this episode, this bonus episode of Selective Ignorance, where curiosity lives, controversy thrives, and conversations matter. See you bitches next week. You see, I can say bitch. I meant
With endearment.
With endearment. With endearment. Bye, guys.